Let's move to how to solve the problems of simultaneous linear equations. Let's have a revision on what is simultaneous linear equations. That means you will have two equations, two unknowns. Okay, then the process of how to solve the simultaneous equations of the problems, mainly we look at the questions. We will notice there are two things. Okay, then we let two unknowns for that two things, and then try to set up two equations and then solve that. Okay, let's look at example 13 as an example. So the question is, the sum of two numbers are 42. The larger one is less than twice the smaller one by 3. Okay, you will notice that you got two numbers. Okay, then you have two statements. One is that the sum of that two numbers, okay, is 42, and other one is the larger one is less than twice the smaller one by 3. Okay, so you observe that you will have two numbers. That means two things. Then I let two unknowns for that two numbers. Firstly, I let x be the smaller number, and then let y be the larger number. Okay, so step 1 is to let two unknowns, okay, to be that two things of the questions. Okay, step 2 is that look at the questions. There are informations for you to set up two equations. The first one is the first sentence. The sum of two numbers is 42. Sum, that means 總和. So add up the sum. That means x plus y equals to 42. Then you will get one equation. Look at the second sentence. The larger one, that means the larger number is less than twice the smaller one by 3. Okay, less than twice the smaller one by 3. The meaning is that 大嗰個係細過細嗰個嘅2倍，細幾多？細3。So y is the larger number. So y equals to, okay, smaller than, less than twice the smaller number by 3. Twice of the small number is 2x, right? Less than it by 3. So the y equals to 2x minus 3. Then you will get the second equation, right? So the purpose is to set up two equations. So you have done it. Then I try to solve this one called simultaneous linear equations. I will give a bracket here using this symbol, the bracket, and then I call the first one called equation 1, the second one called equation 2. Okay, then I use two methods. You learn that two methods to solve this kind of simultaneous equations. Okay, here I will use the substitution because I noticed that the second equation, y is already the subject. Okay, then I substitute equation 2 into equation 1. That means, okay, the y of equation 1 can be replaced by 2x minus 3. Because from equation 2, the y can be 2x minus 3, right? So I substitute the whole 2x minus 3 as the y, put it into the equation 1. Then therefore, the y of equation 1 become 2x minus 3. So using equation 1, you still have x plus the y. The y is 2x minus 3. So x plus the 2x minus 3 equals to 42, right? Then look at the equation 1. Originally, you got two unknowns, but now the y replaced by 2x minus 3, so one unknown left. So you can solve that, right? So x plus 2x is 3x, minus 3 throw to the right hand side, become plus 3, so equal to 45. So divided by 3, the x is 15. Then you can solve one of the unknown, right? But you need to solve another unknown as well. Then you get the x already. I put back the value of x into equation 2. Actually, you can put it into equation 1 as well. You will get the same answer. But because equation 2, the y is the unknown, so you don't have much steps to solve that. So I put it into equation 2. So the y equals to 2 times 15 because the x replaced by 15, and then minus 3. Then calculate the y is 27. Then you got the two unknowns, the values of the two unknowns. X is 15, y is 27. So these two numbers, you answer the questions. So therefore, these two numbers are 15 and 27. The whole steps of the word problems is like this one. Let two unknowns set up the equations, solve the equations, and then answer the equations. That's all. Not very difficult.